In everything you do, get money.
I'm telling you, he's a good boyfriend.
He's a kind person. Romantic.
He's there for us. That's money. He really loves me.
Especially the really.
He really loves me. You need money. So what is it foreign currency?
You can love him for his vision.
You know how many visionary people we have without girlfriends in this country? The education minister will say, do you know how many visionary guys we have in this country without
in this country? You are in the country. You know the visionary you have in the country.
Nobody is caring for the
vision.
Vision.
No. Give this guy like 2 years.
With the vision, I know will be the prawns I bet you will get.
He has a vision. I'm telling you, he's a loyal boyfriend.
Rahim, so are you trying to say that there are no loyal women out there? There are.
No, but they are. They are very.
There are very loyal women out there.
But
that just 1 week pleasure will not change.
But you see, the thing is that when ladies are supposed to choose between loyalty and starvation, they will choose not to be starved than to be loyal. So you see the starvation thing. So when you are in this circumstance and you're likely to starve your girlfriend and she has seen something very easy to come by and she can deal with that starvation.
You need to know the kind of girl you are going in.
It is not the kind. Every human being needs comfort. It's not the kind.
So when they have to choose between,
every human being needs convenience.
I should be ready to
satisfaction.
When you people, just like when people have to choose between loyalty and starvation, that's when you start saying, "I can't come and kill myself." You know all those phrases. You just said a common. Somebody sends a message. He said, "I have a lady friend whose mother always gets sick during Christmas. She left yesterday to take care of her mother and he'll be back on 2nd January."
Whoa, you are a dead person.
Then take do chairman. It happened already. She's going to take care of the sick mother. So,
maybe genuinely her mother is sick. Genuinely.
And the mother forces only Christmas, December. The old lady decides to fall sick. Only in December. And she goes around this time, comes back on the 2nd of January.
No, but the ladies, they have to come and remove their mouth. So
the ladies need to explain.
They have to, because at this point in time, we are not too sure. You understand? We are not too sure how we can make them happy.
How we can make them happy.
So the question for today is, how can you make your lady happy in this season? In order for her not to be distracted by all kinds of, you understand, all kinds of actions and inactions happening.
Promise her.
Oh, okay.
Promise her what?
Christmas week. Oh. I'm telling you, every lady.
There's Christmas week.
The Christmas is
yes, there's Christmas week.
26th. It's 20. It's about 26th. The week has not come. The Abuja people, they will still be around.
Next week is Christmas.
In fact, they are even bringing them.
The Abuja people, they are the ones bringing the weeks.
But you can also promise her
that you get her.
Take her out. You buy her.
Promise. Okay.
Yes.
But you know.
Because we live in a country where our leaders have promised us so many things and they haven't.
Okay. So you can use the same.
So you can also use the same form
in a relationship.
In a relationship.
Promise.
Okay. In my work.
Okay. You know, Abena, you said a lot of people are loyal. A lot of ladies. I mean, I think that everybody is loyal up until your loyalty is tested. So if there's somebody somewhere whose loyalty hasn't been tested, everybody's loyal. Everybody's loyal. But when you meet a real test, you haven't seen pounds before. They count pounds like 10. Put it in your palms.
100
pound, 10.
That's like 1,000 pounds.
That's converted.
1,000 times 15.
That's like 15,000. 15,000 Ghana cedis. Fresh money with the king or the queen's head on it. How do you?
I'll still ride by my.
As compared to when you call the guy.
I will send you Momo 200 cities.
You call the guy and say, "Oh, you have to salary in buy." Charlie, it's not easy. But so the thing is that for the guys, just like I've said, just accept your fate. It's not a good season to compete. It's like Sancho competing with Cristiano Ronaldo. You understand? Just relax.
Young man.
If you have other options,
You can't win against money. That's how it is. Just accept it that you can't fight money.
Rahim, to the loyal to the men out there, there are very, very loyal women out there.
Yeah, whose loyalty hasn't been tested yet?
Oh, for some of them. In some cases, your loyalty might be tested, but you will not tell your boyfriend
even
about
the ones who
yes.
Right, even the ones who are married, they are not free from this problem.
They are there, even the ones.
As we are discussing that, someone sent me his wedding picture on a common platform we are on. I'm not too sure why he has sent that in this kind of conversation, but I just want to tell him and some other married people that even them, they are not safe. They shouldn't think that because they are official.
Because they are wearing their safe.
Matter.
Put an eye. Open your eye.
Even them.
Just open your eye.
Especially those that have relationships that are distant.
When you are here and maybe the wife is some miles away.
And obey video call and then 1 year from
you put the phone on charge. Video call
from 26 to January. Video call. Even now I'm grass still. So all of us, we are not safe, including the ones who think that they are safe.
Yes. Gijo sent me this message. She says his lady is loyal to him. Trust me. There are good ladies out there.
I told you.
I told you. Anyway, so today I'm sure we'll ask a very simple question, and then we'll be asking, looking at this particular season, how do you make your women, your ladies? How do you keep them? How do you keep them? But you can keep your messages coming in 0548 501 584. What is your idea? When I come back from Community Lens, I'll let Susu and Abna and the guys in studio continue the conversation. But for now, please open your eye, because they are moving to them. They are moving
to the women to open your eye.
Oh yeah. The
shine your eyes. Even
the blonde ladies and the black American ladies, when they land, they are moving to your men. But majority is that they are moving to your girlfriends.
That one.
I would have want to be film where them a chat. Oh, turn up.
Orange 107.9.
I would have want to be film where them a chat. Oh, turn up.
Too late.
Yeah, the boys at the back. To all my boys at the. Yeah. The stubborn boys at the back with their heads on the table.
Your girlfriend. They move to your girlfriend. They move to feed a child. They move to feed a child. They move to she's denying you. They move to she's denying you. They move to feed a child. They move to feed a child. They move to she's denying you. They move to she's denying you.
Friday night, you dey house tonight. Your girl dey club, you dey house tonight. You know the boys where they back tonight. You know the boys where go knock tonight. Friday nights, lock your girl tonight. Take her phone, read her chats tonight. You know the boys where they chat tonight. You know the boys where go knock tonight. Obini, Abba, Obini, give them Obini. Next time.
Your girlfriend. They move to your girlfriend. They move to feed a child. They move to feed a child. They move to she's denying you. They move to she's denying you. They move to feed a child. They move to feed a child. They move to she's denying you. They move to she's denying you. Chairman, come see your bed. Yeah.
Come the phone, Asamaba.
Chairman, come see your woman.
Come the phone, Asamaba. And I just 12, she get online, Asamaba. She turn off in last scene, Asamaba. Number busy if you call her, Asamaba. She dey flash, she stop the call, Asamaba. She's taking pics in a V8, oh. Meanwhile, Uber you dey pick, Asamaba. She dey bloom plus some bombers, Asamaba. You dey house, they watch snaps, but we need the hot.
The diaspora boys are in. So just like Tulenke is saying in the music, open your eye. because they are gradually moving to your girlfriend. The diaspora people, they've landed with the cedis and the pounds and the euros. They are here, the burgers are in. So they're asking a very simple question: how do you make sure that your girlfriend is not taken away from you? Or in a very lighter note, how do you ensure that you keep them close? It's Friday. Let's help ourselves. But I mean, it's 2 minutes to 8.
The girl day club, you day house.
And we would have to settle for community lens.
You know the boys will go knock tonight. Friday nights, lock your girl tonight. Take her phone, read her chats tonight. You know the boys will they chat tonight. You know the boys will go knock tonight. Obini, 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 Obini.
When I come back from community lens, we'll continue with this conversation. Keep your messages coming in on 0548501584. What kind of messages I've started seeing here? Hey! 0548501584 is the WhatsApp line. So ask a very simple question. So the buggers that are coming in, and you that you are here, how do you make sure that they don't collect your girl from you? They don't take your woman away from you? But let me go for this quick commercial break, and when I come back, the show continues. I'll settle for community lens, and after community lens, we would continue with the conversation. Do stay tuned.
DAB Bagana o DAB Abba Ampa Digital Audio Broadcasting DAB Abagana National Communications Authority NCA Edi Kasafidie nimdie fufro ayato ne din Digital Audio Broadcasting Abagana Kasafidie otetie Orange FM Edi enijesem aba sesiadie ubetimi ate wo monka mre krona baby bia wo ewon cry eni kumasi efa DAB plus receiver no so
DAB eye abefo nimdie a ema ho kwan ma wutie kasafidie ahodo baby bia wo kasafidie a omaso nimdie ahwe no ubetumi ate monka emre krona baby bia wo ewo enkran ni kumasi
ampa so won kran na kumasi a ne wo hia ne wo DAB plus receiver wo de betie DAB kasafidie ahodo ma won feed in that Orange FM ya beche wo kwan a won sabetimi aka DAB plus receiver ne bi
Digital Audio Broadcasting DAB abantnasie jiwu DAB plus receiver na wenenje.
Pregnant and feeling confused? Take control of your reproductive health and get the care you need with Mary Stopes Clinic Telemedicine Services. Safe and confidential care from the comfort of your own home. Experience privacy and comfort. Contact Mary Stopes Clinic today on 0800-208-585. WhatsApp 0244-208-585 and take control of your reproductive health. Mary Stopes Clinic Telemedicine Services. Empower women to make informed choices.
Asante Mane Legacy Foundation brand Ashanti Fest 2023 eba no amamre amane abakosem enigedi adusua ka ho dia Asante Man de mufua ne yenna ne mapawa nyina di na mansa nyina ehu media ni fiase kwasi da 24 Copa Memenda 30 December 2023 Baba Sports Stadium ntene media no hihye tie ne kwasi da arapano nsia ya the head to fiase F Heroes Park 25th Copa 29 December there activities abakoso culture games cooking competition, grand sales and education fair, business and career guardian. When you need koso na nyontofu akukrodam GNI a family affairs na meminda ye big media ni baby and apano dia swa kumasi branch any musicians ni artists besi akande nene free we akopum sa de abachede a street carnival chechenche and koso amekomo and the sell to aduane peso bo wade ton die hu de ro businessmen and women bia wo ho kwan se obabaji stand e wase na watwe media ni ebe asantima mu opese wo so ya sin media mu anasa wadwunche bia frɛ I was 0546 940956 you also 03220
And you are still listening to the Orange Sunrise on Orange 107.9. It's time for Community Lens. Very soon we'll be going in for Community Lens, and today's Community Lens talks about noise pollution. Noise has become a norm in urban residency to the extent that one can be said to be blessed to have a good night's sleep at least once a week. Typical urban residence day begins with loud dawn broadcast by evangelists claiming to be preaching damnation for sin, coupled with loud noise from information centers through amplified loud speakers. So today's community lens talks about something that affects most communities in most communities that we live in, and it has to do with noise pollution. And so this is a report from my colleague Bernard Opokunti. Let us enjoy the report, and when we come back, we'll continue the conversation. The conversation we started early on was that the boys from the diaspora are in, and so because they are in, a lot of relationships are shaking. But as a man, how do you keep your loved one in check? How do you make sure that the boys don't take her or him for the ladies? They can take your boyfriends too away from you. 0548501584. That's my WhatsApp message. Today's community lens is about noise pollution. Let's go for community lens, and when we come back, we will continue with the conversation. Do stay tuned.
Asampaetia Obanyansa fuso wo munye wonka na asam Ze mafutu sam kakre wa supeme Yo kofi Omani ya woman Omani ya mamana Beni baby ako Wachata ya wareni Wonsom wanini pa Nasadi pa wofyo ye Demo yembera ye Ebe ya efuyana Omae ya umano Omae ya mamana Ati waye nora Nyamichata Yemana renya Wonso wanyinyi pa Sawa ya wanabe Demo yembera ye Ebe ya efuyana Wonso wanyinyi pa Nasade pa ofyo Demo yembera ye Ebe ya.
An important environmental hazard facing Ghana today is noise pollution. Noise has become a norm in urban residences to the extent that one can be said to be blessed to have a good night's sleep at least once a week. A typical urban residence day begins with loud dawn broadcast by evangelists claiming to be preaching the gospel for others to repent, coupled with the loud noise from information centers through amplified loudspeakers. In Ghana, permissible ambient noise, as said by the Environmental Protection Agency for residential areas, requires that during the day, noise should not be above 55 decibels and 48 at night. In a survey, it was disclosed that the information centers in various communities overlook the limit at which noise can be produced given by the environmental protection agencies, making residents angry.
Oh, didn't dear. No cress, and make us say be a hard journey giddy, and I'm a boy. If we say, nya dear, so this will be a symbol high, Becana say news.
If I tell you their noise level disturbs that much, then I am telling lies because they are only operated in the morning and evening. But when the senior national team is having a game, or any of the club teams in the country is playing, that is where the problem comes in. They open the volume to an extent you can't even hear yourself talk. You have to be speaking on top of your voices before you can be heard by the people around you. You can't even have your privacy in your room, left alone to answer phone calls.
I believe that some information centers is very irritating. Sometimes the volume that they would actually tune their speakers or their radios to is very irritating. It can disturb you, and then sometimes to some information centers don't really give daily updates. Sometimes the things that they talk about, it doesn't really have relevance on human life. So I believe it's sometimes noisy.
According to the residents,
These centers play a key role in feeding them with information, especially with morning news and that of the evening news, regardless of the challenges.
An information center where Mountain Muhadi Buapa. Nima from the Mecca say Bua.
In as much as I find the information center irritating, it also has a significant effect on us. People like myself, we find it difficult to even sit and watch television, let alone to listen to news. So with the information center, we all get to listen to it with or without our approval, so we get to hear what is going on in the country.
So with information centers, I believe that is very good. It helps individuals to get abreast with daily information, and then also whatever is going on in the country, it keeps you updated. Sometimes too, some information centers talks about drugs and then some sicknesses that is happening in the country. So when these informations are being brought up, or when these informations are being circulated around, it helps you to get yourself abreast with some sicknesses that is going on in the country, and then how you can protect yourself with it.
Speaking with Mr. Stephen Ade, who owns an information center, he explained the rules governing the business to Orange FM's Community Lens.
Yeah, my limit it be a volume no aqua could do. So I did be you get challenges. Definitely we have one or two encounters, but before even doing all these things, they've given you the permit to do the work. We went to them, and then we have people around who signed before they can even give you the permit, then you can operate. And then even with us, we just use it for preaching and not any other commercial use. So during the day, we don't even put it on. So we start around sometimes 5 a.m. in the morning and close around 8 a.m. and then come again 5 p.m. and closes in the evening 8 p.m. So these are schedules. We don't open during in the day for all the days. So this is our schedule.
He further explained that there have been countless instances where people come to his work to complain, especially when the center was first introduced to the community.
Probably maybe when I'm not around, and then somebody probably comes in to also operate. That is when sometimes I get a report. We have get that instances. We have people who even goes to report, and then we go there and then we also talk to them. They also come over, they're doing their job and come and see, and then they get to know that there is not any problem. And with us, we don't even use the horses too much. We just have only 3 horses, not all scattered and other things. We don't use much. So with that, we don't have problems with all people. But people, we definitely get about 1 or 2 who will try to. But all of the same, we are coping with them.
Mr. Stephen Adair pleaded with residents who find information centers to be a major source of noise pollution to understand the center operates for the interest of the community, since information is easily delivered through the various centers.
With every good thing, there is a challenge. They have to at least understand, because there are certain instances, those people, sometimes those who were saying that they don't like it and they were making noise, 1 or 2 things they came, and then we have to give an announcement for them so that they also get the benefit. So if the thing was not there, how would they also have that benefit? Because from here to where to the radio station we are talking about it's not all the time that all people are listening to one radio station at the community. But with this in the community, they don't have any option. Even the person have option is in his room, and one person the other may listen and then tell the other friend that this is what is going on. So if there is any help you can offer, the person can offer. So there are instances we have even helped a lot of people, kids who are getting missing and other lost, stolen goods we have found, and a whole lot we are doing to help the community. Yes, and I think it's good. So they should understand, they should look at the good side more than the disadvantage, because whatever we are doing in this life, if you outweigh the advantages and the advantages is better, you need to move on, and then I think also join the people.
Noise does not only cause irritation or annoyance, but also increase the flow of adrenaline and forces the heart to work faster. Continuous noise causes an increase in the cholesterol level, resulting in permanent constrictions of blood vessels, making one person prone to heart attack and strokes. Health experts are of the opinion that excessive noise can also lead to neurosis and nervous breakdown. Complaint of noise nuisance should be made at the Metro Health Department rather than mostly confronting the producers in person, which can lead to a heated argument or fight. Reporting for Orange FM's Community Lens, I am Bernard Upokunti.
That was Community Lens report by my colleague Bernard Opukunti. Today we looked at noise pollution in our communities. We'll go back to the conversation we're having before Community Lens came in with that report. But let me tell you that when you're walking in town and you hear, yes, charcoal toothpaste, yes, charcoal toothpaste, be careful. Know that not all toothpastes are good for your health, especially as you grow. Make sure you buy charcoal toothpaste which contains real charcoal, not dye, to remove stains and whiten your teeth. Buy charcoal toothpaste with fluoride to strengthen your teeth and protect them from cavities as you grow old. Buy one which has a combination of natural ingredients like charcoal, lemon, mint and zinc to give you a fresh breath. All these can be found in your trusted Pepsodent charcoal toothpaste. The original charcoal toothpaste, which has fluoride with a unique combination of real charcoal, lemon, mint, and zinc to whiten your teeth, strengthen them, and remove bad odor from your mouth. Buy Pepsodent charcoal toothpaste to protect your teeth for a lifetime. Pepsodent, every smile matters. This is still Orange 107.9 and it's 16 after 8 here. Let me go for this quick commercial break, and when I come back, we will go back to the issue we're discussing. Do stay tuned.
A bank that supports you.
Mido, Aden wa bosasa, Adam afuwana. Enye wu, adwindwin. Na same ye wo jire. Bibi hawa ene menkasa. Na mempese me haw, but adwuma no kwa na ekofom. Senke menya bisi ampode. Oh, odo. Na sase mo de sese kwa ka kye me dadada. Hwe bra kwa mi sei. Sa na Consolidated Bank Ghana, CBG aboa no. Na me ninsi ho anagina mu bia o. Oh, odo, mama no nsie. Consolidated Bank besia de. Wonyinsi ho anagina mu bia o. My worry all bathroom. Oh, odo yi. Wajuma yam wasika fem. A science CBG. Yes, we stand with you. Yes, bra. Ya brabata babru do na enu babia. My yamma wajuma besia. Ebe boa wajuma managina ne nan so. Na ye sika collect ne so. Ya juma ifo betimi aba wajuma mu abaje o check enu deposit bia. 80 freya homa so. 030-221-6000. CBG. We stand.
Pregnant and feeling confused? Take control of your reproductive health and get the care you need with Mary Stopes Clinic Telemedicine Services. Safe and confidential care from the comfort of your own home. Experience privacy and comfort. Contact Mary Stopes Clinic today on 0800-208-585. WhatsApp 0244-208-585 and take control of your reproductive health. Mary Stopes Clinic Telemedicine Services empower women to make informed choices.
So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace.
My name is Diana Hamilton, VGMA Artist of the Year 2021 and brand ambassador of Awake Purified Drinking Water. I am super excited to partner with Ghana's first charity-driven water to give back to our communities. Awake is a brand that makes a difference. We impact the world around us. That is why for every bottle of Awake water you buy, an amount is donated to the National Cardiothoracic Center. Yes, every time you quench your thirst with a refreshing bottle of Awake, you're helping contribute to save lives. So keep drinking Awake Purified Drinking Water and let's continue making a difference. Awake Water, one for life, supporting the National Cardiothoracic Center. This advert is FDA approved.
Yeah, welcome back to the show. And before we went for Community Lens, we're having an interesting discussion about December and how relationships shake in December. How if you have a boyfriend or you have a girlfriend and we are entering December, the diaspora people are coming, how this whole your relationship will shake. Yeah. Charlie. But anyway, let's talk about December enjoyment first.
Hey, Ayansa Sabansa Mudifu Sunsumban Samamban Ayan Ban Mpaban, Obaka Modo, Obaka Sekendita Crado for Yanodo, Yankupana Lanchon Boot, Nkukreba Sankas and Kutumpa Sea Defense and Nasi, Kenata.
Normamente 25th in the new year, what I did, I bet 25th in the new year, the one day. Baby, I don't want to 25th in the new year, what I did. Only move on to 25th in the new year, west side. Baby, I don't want to 25th in the new year, what I did. Only move on to 25th in the new year, west side. Road in a block, me with a bro. Food in a baby, food in a rock, I brought you for a drop, it's so they full of rush. Miss good about for the either shot. Baby, the movie go to for in a way. Walk a jaw will a way so the task. Walk on passing that is an autobahn. Move on, baby. I did it, baby, I don't want to. I'm a thing to the new year, what I did. Only move on to 25th in the new year, west side. Baby, I don't want to 25th in the new year, what I did. Only move on to 25th in the new year, west side. Holiday matching, feel like you're forcing. I'm gonna daddy, you know you're trusting. Bush do your quay, I'm Clinton Lupe. Cassie did you me that to Lucy and Tija Bensha telling if you're no Taban and a down. Europe massing PD for your Kibai. You do so walk past it in Benin. I life as a to Bashoki, the Shoki. Chassis in Yende, it's in Mobutenti. I'm course. Penin, Afiasu, Yechi, Crench, Valencia, Sanato, Naos, Cosmos, is somewhat true. My womb with the Pana, Fuye Wodo, Jenamin, and West and this Mississippi.
Are you ready to discover the perfect place where tranquility meets sophistication? Look no further than Wisdom Villa. Whilst you are preparing for 25th, reach out to Wisdom Villa. Step outside onto your own private balcony where breathtaking views and fresh air will suit your soul. Whether you are sharing a meal with loved ones or unwinding in your spacious outdoor balcony, Wisdom Villa's beautiful landscaping offers a perfect backdrop to make lasting memories. Wisdom Villa, a place where every day is an opportunity to embrace wisdom, serenity, and an extraordinary way of life.
So, rhythm near that was sunblock floor. Yeah, now what?
Wisdom Villa has fully air-conditioned room, a bar and grill, 24/7 Wi-Fi access, shuttle service, pick up and drop off at the airport. Ready to make Wisdom Villa your new home? Call us today on 032-200-9568. 032-200-9568 and schedule your visit. Visit www.wisdomvillagh.com to make your bookings. Locate Wisdom Villa at Ahonju Kumasi on the IN Amisa Street. Wisdom Villa, where tranquility and sophistication comes together to create your perfect living experience. Wisdom Villa, my wisdom, my all.
This year the Jawili boy of the year, no lazy, I bet you medal. Move. 23 in the new year, Wakadi. 23 in the new year, West Side. Baby, I don't want to. 23 in the new year, Wakadi. Oh, move on to. 23 in the new year, West Side. Road in a block, me with a bro. Fubi ne bibi, fuyi na the rock. I bro chief a drop, so they full rush. Miss be na man for the little shot. Baby live move, go to fuyi na ya way. Waka ja will a boy say the class. So come pass in that to na to so. Now then the baby at the woman to 23 in the new year, Wakadi. Oh you move on to 23 in the new year, West Side. Baby at the woman to 23 in the new year, oh move on to 23 in the new year, West Side.
So my WhatsApp line is still 0548501584. We're having a very interesting conversation this morning, and Abna will be here with us soon. We're looking at how people's relationships are going to survive this December. Next week Friday is 21st. And so we're going to go. Next week Friday is 22nd. Yes, sorry, 22nd. So we're going to do 23rd, 24th, 25th. We are already in the festive season. Today is 15th, so it has started already. And so we are looking at how you can manage things around. So if you are listening to me this morning, pick up your phone and send me a WhatsApp message on 0548501584. We started a conversation earlier, and it is about how people's relationships are going to survive, considering the fact that people from outside with very heavy pockets are coming. People that are coming in this December, some of them have already started landing. I'm sure when you go to the airport, especially Terminal 3, Kotoka, you realize that they are coming in. They are coming in with shorts and dashiki and tattoos. Dashiki. They are still wearing dashiki. You know, they have a way of. I don't remember the last time I heard of that. They are still wearing dashiki. So they are the people who always lead the fashion trends. When they all come in with dashiki will trend again in Ghana. You know how it is. They are coming in with necklaces and beads and tattoos and sneakers and shorts, baggy jeans and all those things. And when you go, you see them. They are around. The young ladies too are coming in with like somebody would say skin. You see the
skin like caramel.
You understand?
Caramel.
If it's melanin, it's melanin. You just see like
Rahim, for them buying beauty products is not so expensive.
Oh,
you get it. So all the time they are able to get their skin on point. And the weather is so favorable for them.
For them.
Yes, there's CeraVe and the other skincare products. For them, it's very, very cheap. And when it comes here, it's very, very expensive. So some of us can't really buy it. So that's why they have the
do you know
caramel-like skin.
Do you know why it is very expensive?
Yeah.
Because if they are to buy a pomade for £10, you buy it for 1.5 million. You understand? So if they are buying a pomade for £10, there it feels like 10 cedis when they are spending. But when it comes here, it's 1.5 million.
Rahim, there's a pomade called Lame. That pomade, Rahim, if you use that pomade, your skin, the way it will glow.
Please,
and it's around $100, and it's around $100.
Oh.
For just a small container of this size.
That's like 100 cedis.
That's like 100 cedis for them. But then imagine if you have to buy $100. Like if you have to use $100 to buy that same pomade here in Ghana.
It's like 12 million.
12 million.
12 million. 1,002 Ghana cedis for
how
a pomade
look like mine?
How much is shea butter? They say it's 2 cedis. Shea butter is 2 cedis. When you use shea butter, you are promoting made in Ghana goods.
I tell you.
Shea butter 2 cedis. You melt it, baby. When you melt shea butter, baby, you can even fight Hamatan, like Hamatan, shea butter. You'll be shining. When you apply shea butter, you'll be shining. 12,000 to wear pomade. So I'm right there. Why you do this thing? So now people's relationships are shaking because their boys are coming in with. Now do you know how the boys call the pounds? They call it Obaba Akuti. Because Obaba Akuti that's all.
I tell you.
Pounds. They are coming in with that currency, euros, dollars, and they are shaking you. But how? I mean, I have Susu here. So Susu is an experienced person when it comes to sustaining your relationship because he has sustained it to a certain level. You're married, right?
Yes.
Happily married?
Happily married. I don't know what
is it no, wait, have you encountered a marriage that is not happy?
Hey, marriage that has Queenie inside. Queenie.
Oh, there are marriages that are not happy.
But there is honey made. Honey, you know honey.
Yeah,
honey made.
So in times like this, before we even come to the aspect of married people, let's talk about relationships. When you guys were dating, when the boys come, how do you keep this thing? Let me read this message.
Go ahead.
Is it the good thing about most faithful ladies is make her proud in her own way.
That's right.
My lady is called Abna.
Wow.
Abna.
Don't take credit for what she's not lived for.
And I love the Abna in the studio.
Thank you.
The guy is on a mission. I'm suspecting.
He's not on any mission.
He's on a mission.
What are you saying?
But
Rahim, I'm suspecting this guy.
With immediate effect, mission aborted. Mission aborted with immediate effect. If he's on a mission aborted. Yeah. So how do you? I mean, when the boys come, we have a problem. You need money as a man. You need money to sustain it. If you don't have the money, Abner says, make your promises. Does it work?
No. First of all, I mean, I saw a picture this morning trended, and they said it's a new drug now in town called Fear-Womanazole.
Fear-Womanazole.
And the guys are saying it's an antidote. It's a drug that cures heartbreak and a broken heart and the rest. And so I sympathize with those guys that will be encountering broken hearts and difficulties in their relationships. But Charlie, in my when I was dating, you see, it all has to do. I've not made a point. He said you should date a woman that understands you, right? And so I think that should be the bottom line. If you go in for someone who likes going out, chilling every weekend, and you are not that type, or you don't have the resources to support that, so you should know that you are just setting yourself up for an eminent broken heart. So I mean, I have been able to go through this easily, very easily, because I got a woman that was very, very, very visionary. Someone who reads in between the line and understands that this is going to take us somewhere. I mean, I didn't just wake up and a lot of ladies were there, but to get someone who understands, who reads and say, no, this guy.
So let me just ask, how do you sustain your 2 weeks in December, the last 2 weeks in December? How did you sustain your relationship?
Oh no, you see, the thing is that we cannot discount money entirely from the discussion, right? I wasn't rich, or I'm not rich, but I have the minimum, okay, to put a smile on your face. I mean, you should be able to plan something, right? Maybe before even December, once you set in December, Charlie, how are we going to celebrate the year? Okay, so you all bring your plan, we discuss. It doesn't take much to keep them busy or to, neutralize whatever someone may be proposing to them. It doesn't take much. Engage them in a discussion. Try to find out just read their mind. So she'll be telling you things, but she knows. She'll be reasonable because she knows your means already. So she's not going to say, oh, she wants to go to Dubai. Right? Because she knows your means already. So once you take someone who knows what you can do, she will definitely propose or bring proposals that are within your means. And you'll be able to work things out. So usually, Esmas, she doesn't really like going out that much, but I am the one who likes going out. So I will propose that, Charlie, let's go here on the 20. Yes. So I will propose that. So I know you are not the outing type, but Charlie, we can do something. Let's release stress. She likes music a lot. So for me, at times she will come home, we'll play music and dance, not in a nightclub. She wouldn't go. She wouldn't want to go. But in the house, dance, play her favorite songs and all that. By the time, but it's just a day thing. It's just one day. She will dance, she's tired, you drink, and she sleeps. But of course, in some instances too, you go out with her to sit somewhere and just see things, just to explore town and all that. So not necessarily having so much money, is there. But just something little to manage the situation is good enough to sustain a relationship.
But this whole loyalty thing, the problem we are facing is that the boys that are shaking our homes have money more than we do.
Yes.
Does it really work from the point of the ladies? Because Alpha has a different view altogether. Because Alpha thinks that if you don't have money, my guy, you are in trouble.
No. I disagree with you.
Hey, you don't need to be in love if you don't have money.
I disagree. See, so I did mention that it's not about money, plenty money, but you need something to sustain it. So the idea, and people, the way the system has been monetized, I fear for people, those who are not yet married. Well, I don't know. There are you guys like this. I fear for you because the way the system is being monetized now, I don't know how you guys are going to survive it. And so that's why
it is Abna and her friends.
And the promises Abna said, I would discount that. I wouldn't encourage that. You see, me, I don't make promises. I don't, because you see, it's like anytime I make a promise, it's like something unforeseen or an unforeseen circumstance to occur that is likely to abort or delay the promise. And you see, if you are fond of not keeping your promise, you become they will name usually there's someone they've named Mr. King Promise. Someone has named someone, a prominent person in this country, King Promise. So you are fond of making promises that you are unable to fulfill. You are fond of making promises you are not able to keep. You'll be named King Promise. So I don't make promises, but I like surprising people. I like surprising people. So you make something little and you put smile.
What do you use to surprise people?
Yeah,
surprising man is bro. How can you surprise your lady without money?
Maybe.
Talking about some substantial.
Maybe after you are surprising with yourself, you just appear there. You say, "Surprise! I'm here. I've come."
Availability.
Your availability. Surprise! I'm here.
She's been seeing you.
She's been seeing you every day.
What is so charming and different about it?
This is also a very serious issue for people that
life itself.
Yes.
One of the most important things that dictates life or determines happiness and excitement is resources. In other words, money. You understand? Lack of it is the reason why a lot of marriages are in serious trouble.
Money.
You understand? Because you see, the person who is competing with you is financially capable. You're not capable. And at this point in time, we are talking about competition, how you ward off the competition. The depth of your pocket, you understand? How deep your pocket is going to determine whether or not you're going to win this battle.
How do you
understand? See, being romantic, being caring, being lovely, being everything. 70 to 80% is
See,
seriously,
I need to remind Alpha of something.
Thank you.
In much as I agree with him, with the fact that yes, you need resources to sustain a relationship. That is a fact that we can't discount. But if you make that the only tool to sustain your relationship, you fail.
No,
it means that
it's the main tool.
So thank you. So I think that I want you to lay emphasis on that.
Like
on that.
Well,
I doubt that.
The 5 is your personality,
your availability.
The moment you begin to show yourself so flashy in the sight of the lady.
It's not flashy. It's like you have to do the needful.
No, you don't. It's not everything your wife or your girl wants that you provide.
It's not what she wants. It's the needs we are talking. I'm not sure that they want to. I'm at the needs.
And so I'm saying that.
So when she goes, I need this. It means it's a need.
He goes there. No, I need a wig. It is a need. Doesn't say I need a wig. It is a need.
See,
she didn't say I want to. I need a wig.
That's the recipe for disaster.
You know. Somebody said that for the boys that do not have money in their relationship, they are the ones who do the hard work. So you know those things.
Oh, but why? See, it's all about levels. Because when you are infant, this modern day, you have pipe in your. You have pipe. You see,
you don't have money.
Shower. You have shower.
He's even thinking Koswansu is abnormal.
No. You see,
but it is what some people are having to do.
It's about
to sustain, to show their love. If you have to do this,
the guy who is listening to us at trader or something.
Trader, okay, fine. That would be disrespectful for people listening.
In some of the
remote areas where you don't have
10 pesos. You won't carry water. You don't. How do you show your love? You don't have money. How do you show love?
Yesterday, someone was saying
that if Abra is going to fetch water from the stream, you follow her and you carry it. That's love. That's love. Because you don't have money. You don't have money. So
I carry my thing.
You don't have money, so you need to carry water.
The fact of the matter is that as a guy, get something. Try to make something.
Make something.
Because you see, at the end of the day, if you don't have that something, especially when you've not tied, even when you've tied the thing, now I'm ground. Your something can, you understand?
If you don't have something, you lose your something.
Thank you.
You lose your something.
Because that's what it's going to fuel the thing. It's going to, spice up.
You don't have money. How
In fact, just like Susu said, it is not the only thing.
Yes.
But I maintain it's the main thing.
Is
the main thing.
Abra, Alpha, let's allow Abra to say something. Abra, yes.
See, one thing that we should all understand is that a woman.
Oh, but I like how your voice has gone down all of a sudden. Now you are
a woman that wants to be kept.
Will be kept.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Let us understand it. It won't matter the amount of money you have.
But are there women who want to be kept?
Yes.
But you said a comma when Alpha said choosing between loyalty and starvation.
Exactly. So there are some women that would choose a com over £100.
No, you see, let's rule out a com completely.
Alpha,
let's rule out a com completely.
So let me finish. Right.
Abna, even boys, hold on. Even guys,
take your time.
We won't choose a comb over £100.
Yes,
I'm telling
you won't choose. You won't choose. You won't choose.
No, personally, I won't choose a comb over. How? A comb over £1,000. I can't come and kill myself.
But see, Rahim, when I was in tech, right, yes. I had a friend. Her boyfriend at the time was doing his national service with a company in Accra, and she was in Kumasi.
Yes.
Now, when the guy was asked to fill a form for him to be paid at the end of the month, the guy used my friend's mobile money number to be receiving the salary. She gets it. the guy was always showing love. That was the guy's little he could do at that particular point.
He
was a salary worker, so he actually used the girl's mobile money number to fill the form, and so at the end of the month, the lady was the one taking the salary here in Kumasi. But at the end of the day, the lady left him. Because she felt the guy was too good to be true and went for another guy, and now she's married. Did you get it? A lady that wants to be kept will surely be kept. You might live with her from January to November. If she doesn't want to be kept and want to go for these London boys in America, she will go. Some ladies on a normal are tested every day. They are tested, their loyalty is tested every single day. By the end of the day, they don't talk about it because they feel like, oh, if I come and talk to about it, he will feel bad, he will feel less of a man. So I won't tell him. But rather, I will stay loyal in my own. Come again?
You feel insecure.
Exactly.
Yeah, you feel insecure.
So just like a man who wants to be kept will definitely be kept. It's the same with women.
Thank you.
And I mentioned something that about promises that you can promise here, not empty promises.
Which yes, okay. Which I was discounting. Because
not empty promises.
Okay.
Because me, if you can
promises that are within your reach.
If you can and promise me bone straight 24 inches, I know how much it costs. It costs more than 10,000 Ghana. Okay. You come and promise me.
Wait, the bone straight is more than 10,000 Ghana.
Yes, if she wants a longer length.
Where's Alpha? Please come.
And this is where Alpha comes in.
Come. Please come.
If she wants
come and this is some very interesting information here.
If you come and promise her bone straight for Christmas. Christmas is next week.
Alpha, Abna said, you know the wigs they wear. There's one they call bone straight.
Raw donor.
24 inches is over 10,000 cedis.
Yes.
I say 24, 10,000. 100 million.
So
somebody's yearly investment.
How much would you invest in it? So is it
just wearing it?
No. That's a response. That's a role. The role she will play in procuring it, wearing it.
So you buy 10,000 plus of a week.
Rahim, that is why Sosu said.
Just like Sosu said, I mean, it's levels.
Yes, you need to know the kind of woman you are going in for. Know your means and act accordingly, so that you can pick somebody who come and ask you to buy with 30 inches. That is 10,000. You will buy.
For someone to have 10,000
to buy hair.
No. Not if I can buy, but I won't buy.
I can't even.
Thank you.
I can't even buy.
Just know the person you are in a relationship with.
Yes.
Okay. Just know a person and act accordingly. Just like Soso also said, be innovative. Like the men out there, just be innovative. It doesn't take a lot to get a woman to be happy. Emphasis on a woman who wants to be kept.
When you save 500 cedis per month.
Yes.
Every day.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Every day.
No, every month.
500 cedis every month.
For 12 months.
That's like 6,000. It's not even up to
how many
the
people are able to save 500 cedis
a month in this economy.
So it means that you have to save like what 1,000 every month to be able to buy. That's what I want there. I said money is important, but as for this money to use to buy this thing one day, forget. If you are listening, don't do. If you've reached that level, you see that you've reached.
Thank you.
Abraham, as I was saying, be innovative. It doesn't take a lot to get a woman to be happy. It doesn't take a lot to Rahim.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's
you, Rahim. If you tell me that, what do I want to do? Because you know the woman you are dealing with, you know that she won't ask you for so much. So said that
even if you ask for so much, my brother is Alpha. I'll buy. In fact, that's an I'll
But
buy.
you see, Charlie, guys, let me add this. You see, but I don't know whether you've ever seen my wife. I mean, very beautiful girl. She has all the features a man would want in the woman.
Have you told her to listen to you this morning?
No.
Because the way
I don't.
The way you're giving her free hype,
she very helpful. That her husband is putting her out there.
No. She's not listening. But I don't know. Just in case she is, she's very beautiful and with all the features. You see, when you encounter such a lady like Abna, for instance.
Please.
You will have to post Abna on our Facebook page so that people will understand what you mean by features.
Please, I beg.
We'll post there. Don't worry, we'll post there.
Please, I beg.
You see, what I want to say is that at times, you see, we misconstrue things. Some of these ladies, you see them flashy like that. You think they are so expensive, like they may be materialistic.
Me like this, I'm not.
Some
Please, so to continue. Abna, please. Your mic is off. Continue.
You see, some are like that, okay, but in actual sense, in real life,
yes,
they are very, very, very intelligent, smart, and moderate.
For very intelligent and smart, I mean, I would sign off for Abna. But for not being expensive, Abna, please.
Well, I know
less expensive.
Well, it depends. The price is relative. When you say something is expensive, it's relative.
To whoever that is buying.
To whoever that is buying it.
So, guys, please hold your fire for me. I have a voice note here. Let me play it. And when I come back, I would listen to our friends out there. They would want to call in and ask us, how do you, all of this conversation, money, is it the only thing that you can use to hold your relationship?
It's not all about money.
You see, Abna.
Yes, we've established that already.
Right, Mama don't tell me about Sanope. It's
But
not all about
Alpha is influencing him.
It's not all about money. Don't let Alpha influence you.
What is it all about?
Already by Alpha.
What is it all about? You push it.
It's
Tell
about
me.
the abstract things.
Abstract
more money.
Oh.
It's about money.
No,
Okay. No, of course, but you cannot. No, as for money, you cannot be. You cannot
the way Abna is being overly defensive about the money this morning.
Money is part. Okay.
Abna, money is part.
You can't rule money out entirely.
But money is majority. That's our point. Myself and Alpha. That's our point this morning.
Well, you are subject to opinion.
That's myself. But money is majority. That's our opinion this morning. Myself and Alpha.
And you are with me, right?
Because
I'm with you. As for this with Abna. But Abna on the condition.
But so you said you won't buy the Bond Street. You said you won't buy.
You said you won't buy the Bond Street.
Listen, on the condition that money is playing a part, and you're also being innovative and reasonable.
Reasonable, yes.
Okay.
Let's listen to this voice note. When we come back, we'll go onto the phone lines and allow them to come through with their thoughts.
Hello, Rahim. Good morning. Rahim, this morning I'm very surprised at Alpha bringing this kind of issue Friday morning as a Muslim. You know, I was shocked when I heard Alpha talking about this kind of issue this morning. The last time I checked the Quran, okay, it says that if a guy is not married, he should chasten himself, and for God will provide for him at the right time. You know, so as a Muslim, I think he should have known this thing on a Friday morning, on a peaceful day like this, discussing this kind of. I'm not saying it is wrong though, but I didn't expect it coming from him. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother.
I'm trying to get the name of the person who sent the V and he didn't add his name. Because I don't understand why he would have a problem with Alpha raising such a concern on a Friday. And yes, I mean, it's true that the Quran says when the time is right, the Lord will provide. Even the Bible says the same thing. But it doesn't mean that he
has come to defend himself.
Allow him
defend himself.
Alpha, somebody sends a message. He said he's surprised that you have been talking about this issue this morning, and that as a Muslim you should know that the Quran says as a man, when the time is right, the Lord will provide. So you are not even supposed to raise this issue up on a Friday morning.
But yes, we all agree that God will provide at the right time.
Yes.
But God has also given you brain, okay,
to also work towards it.
To know what is wrong and what is right.
Exactly.
To decipher. That's why there's a Bible quotation that says, "Give unto Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and gives unto God what belongs to God." It means there's something that's supposed to go to Caesar.
Give it to Caesar.
That you, the human being,
you are supposed to handle.
Something that God is supposed to. And he talks about the fact that it's not proper to. The fact is, whether you are a Muslim or a Christian, you get into a relationship before you marry. It is the type of relationship that
determines whether what you are doing is right or wrong. Exactly. Just said that's what I wanted to say.
It should be a problem.
That's what I wanted to say.
You can't just say, "Oh, time I was saying worry." Then really come. Let's go.
Who
does that?
God will blindfold you, and you say, "Hey, come, I'm
into relationship
before you get married." I mean, that's yes. So let us listen to this other voice note too.
Good morning, Rahim. People have been talking about money being the main influence in the relationship. It's always not the case. You see, if you only think of money being the main influence of your relationship, I think you get it wrong. The whole thing is that you must understand each other. You must know what each other is doing. You must also know how much you earn so that you can plan to live within your means. All fingers are not the same. So whilst people are putting up mansions and other things, and maybe you and your partner, you are not into that, that doesn't mean you cannot love yourselves. But the whole thing is that if you, the man, or maybe the woman, used some sort of material influence before your relationship, then I can assure you that it has always been the hallmark of your relationship. So there is nothing that can change it. But if you agree in principle that in a relationship there are bound to be some obstacles, ups and downs, and a whole lot. If you understand that principle, then whatever comes your way, you, the partners, will try to surmount that challenge. And if you're able to do that, you can live peacefully without anybody looking elsewhere for anything in that relationship. You see, there are people also who have all kinds of money, yet their partners are not faithful. So the whole game is about faithfulness, loyalty, understanding. You see, haven't you ever heard of, somebody just ordinary having an affair with a rich man's wife or partner? It happens. So the whole thing is that though the woman might have almost everything, and a man might also have almost everything, yet their partners will not be faithful to them. So if you are going into a relationship, you must know who you are falling in love with, not just to go in just for the sake of a marriage, or maybe for the sake of a relationship. You must know who you are dealing with. Some of us have been in the relationship for about 25 to 30 years, yet we are enjoying. We are still enjoying because we plan to love each other, and we decided to learn about ourselves. And as you speak, we still mix. The whole thing is about mixing together, because you are from two different backgrounds, and how to mix is always the problem. So if you begin to know that this is where I belong and this is where the woman also belongs, then there's nothing that can separate you. Thank you.
And that was BY from Tepa, bringing in a wonderful submission over there. I'll just give room for some few phone calls. 0541022318, 0541022318. Abena is still fighting me in the studio. She said, it's not about money. It's not about money. If you're a young guy, you're listening to me, you've lost your woman because of money. The pound sterling and the dollars, when they see the money, it has happened to some people before. It has, so 0541022318. Come through with your thoughts, and let's see if you have a relationship. Abena holds a contrary view that it's not about money. A woman that wants to be kept will be kept. So Sue also agrees with Abena. But myself and Alpha, we say that, Masa, if you don't have money, your own is not love. Your own is hard work. A man without money has no business in love. That's what I think. That's what Alpha 2 thinks. 0541022318. Let me know what you also think. 0541022318. But Susu, you're saying something?
Yes. In fact, today we began our relationship, myself and my wife, on the 15th of December. So today actually is an anniversary day for me and my wife.
You hold on. We'll celebrate your anniversary for you. Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where you are calling me from?
My name is Kwakwa Daniel. I'm calling from Kwakwa Fashion Center from CPC.
Yes, Kwakwa Daniel from CPC. Kwakwa, let me hear you. Is it about money, or if you don't have money, you can still sustain it?
I understand about what the friend is coming from. Abra has his own job. About a Juma. That's a old man who is a year Juma. Or no mission. Okay. Into what mission on quaint with Wadowa or better. Okay. Now imagine so banning your Juma or depend on you. I can't so I'm not in the way to live your banny yet, my dear. It's not money. Now, one year, my mother, one year, my old man, and I woke up on small show. Or probably for probably or joke like sugar at the door. I was sugar that the minute number, maybe 2,000 Ghana, 10,000 Ghana. That's what the Nanoka and I sector, or better go up with sugar at you. Because of the money that the man is giving. The man will give her. Yeah. Okay. So if the lady is topless, dear master, you can't be. Okay, thank you very much, Kwakwa, for coming through with your thoughts. You can also do same on 0541022318. So we didn't know today was your anniversary.
Yes, today is my anniversary. In fact, and I the one who sent us the message from Tepa.
BY.
Let me take the opportunity to extend a warm greeting to everybody living in Tepa.
You just hold your fire for me. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, Fafanto.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
It's not about money.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah, it's about you, the man, your capability.
When you talk about capability, is money not part of
waist? You have to use your waist very well.
It's about how you use your waist.
Yeah, your waist. You see, when a woman moves from her mansions to go and sleep with a man in a very dilapidated house.
Because of the man's waist.
Yes. You have to use your waist very well. If the woman knows that what I'll be going there for, I have it at home, she won't go. But you see, these arrivals, they are not capable of doing anything. They only those around. They take them there, they splash money, but they those around.
Okay.
So prepare yourself, let a woman be satisfied. Then she knows that even wherever I may be going, I can get what I have at home there.
Okay.
Not necessarily money. But some of us, we have also prepared, waiting for the women that will be arriving, so that we show them that we are in Ghana. Thank you.
Yeah, that's your target.
Yeah, so that we show them that we are also in Ghana. They are coming from a very cold area. We are in the heat. So we hit them.
Thank you very much, for coming to with your thought. So that is So we heard him. In as much as our ladies are waiting for the young men from the diaspora with money, they as young men are also waiting for the young ladies from the diaspora with their waist. Anyway, 0541022318 0541022318. Let me hear you have room for just 2 calls or just a call, then we would move on to other issues. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, your name and where you are calling me from?
I'm calling from Kwadaso.
You are?
Adoma.
Adoma?
Yeah.
Should it be about money? Should everything be about money?
I don't think it's true that money counts. Money plays about 8% role when it comes to having a stable relationship. Yeah? Yes. Because I'm a victim of.
Oh, okay. They've used money to collect your woman before.
Oh, my brother. Easy. Like she really loved me, and like you see that her love for me was very real and genuine. But because of financial instability and other stuff, someone has to, come in and then take her away. So I think as a man, if you don't have money, relationship is not your part. Your own is gobe. Just focus on your gobe and your job, and everything will be working. Until you have a stable job and you think you are ready to go, then you can think of going to a relationship. For now, I'm single until I have a stable job and I see that this job is reliable and it can take care of me when I'm to marry or something else. Before I go into a relationship, if not, it's a no for me. So money counts. Money counts a lot.
Okay, thank you very much for your call.
Very good bad guy. Would you be girl on it? Would you be girl on it? See a Joe girl on here. See a Joe girl on here. Would you be girl on it? Would you be girl on it? See a Joe girl on here.
So whilst I'm waiting for my last call, let me allow Susu to, in some few seconds, say what he has to say before he moves on.
Big girl, be a Joe, big girl. See a Joe girl on here. See a Joe Galania. Obi a Joe big girls. Obi a Joe big girls. Obi a Joe big girls. See a Joe Galania. What be a Jimmy Gerda? Miss Sumaji Obi Gerda. Duka Daya. You do me, I do you.
So let me say special greetings going out to Madam Veronica Kwansa from Tepa Government Hospital.
Obi a girlfriend, yo.
Yeah, that's the wife of my that's a beautiful wife of my colleague Susu in studio.
It's better than kiosk. Who said the team for you never?
When we also get money like Susu, we will become like you.
Carry your own cross.
I think I have my last caller here. Let me go for that. Then we'll switch to other issues. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Ibrahim.
Yes, your name, where you are calling me from? Eja, do you think it should all be about money? Should it be about money?
Oh, no. It shouldn't be about money. You see, money doesn't give happiness. Oh. There are so many people who are rich, but they are sick in bed. So money is all about, happiness is all about your health. If you are healthy, you are happy. But money is good because nowadays, in this modern world, it's money that rules. Even if you have no money, even your children don't respect you, the family will cut you out. So money is very good. But what is important, choosing a relationship, it doesn't, it's not about if you have no money, you can't go into a relationship. You can have your own category. There was a baby say, and say, you're going to pay. Who you go to bottom yet? Oh, let it be a YSM or Namhono. Oh, Quackopeno. A better
okay.
Oh, and you know, I was also share who category, who you poor, who be your poor lady, I was no fair.
Okay. Eja. Okay. All right. Thank you very much for coming to Ritoko. Unfortunately, I might not be able to pick any of your calls. You can redirect your comments to my WhatsApp console on 0548501584.
You do me, I do you.
0548501584, and let's have a conversation. Or you can send me a voice note. That's my WhatsApp line. Do you think everything should be about money? It's 4 after 9.
Who said the team for you never?
I'll be switching to my guests in studio. They are already seated.
My mouth will be hot, so I don't go talk.
So do stay tuned. I will be right back.
Man, I've been fighting this battle with demons inside of me. I just won't stay in my lane so nobody can bother me. Bitch, I'm too sensitive, it's man touching me ego. Thought I had niggas and someone told me I had to go ride for me. All along, all of them be jealous. Fake souls always make me nervous. Out of here, bitch, I'm on my peppers. Pull me down, still I'm breaking records. I'm on 1,000, but they wanna take me to 0. Fearless nigga, only God is my hero.
Let your angels cover me every day, cover me every night.
Khaled Dance is thrilled to bring you the latest in African fashion with a twist of global elegance. Khaled Dance is an African designer wear shop where clothes are made to fit. We make custom outfits for engagements, weddings, and every occasion. We've got ready to go jackets, casuals, church, and funeral outfits. At Khaled Dance, we offer a diverse range of outfits tailored to suit all sizes and body types, the small, the medium, and the plus size. Step into the world of chic style with our brand new arrivals from the UK. Treat your wardrobe to quality brand name shoes and bags like Clarks 9 West, M&S, Anne Klein, Kenyan slippers, and beaded slippers. Khaled Dance is open to all your wholesale orders from 10 pieces and above. And whether you are stepping up for a casual day or dressing up for a special event, we have the perfect accessories to enhance your outfit and elevate your style. Visit Khaled Dance and experience the fusion of African culture and international sophistication. Locate Caledians inside the Kumasi City Mall opposite Saks Pharmacy in a Doom at Tampoma Arcade, same building with FedEx opposite a Doom Presby. And in Accra, we're at East Legon on the Otano Care. Call Caledians on 0244795626. Caledians, where thread stock.
Keep on. And then you gave me your shoulder to lean on.
Let your angels cover me every day.
Get ready for a clash of biblical knowledge like never before. On December 16th and 17th, that is tomorrow and Sunday, join us for the ultimate showdown of faith and wisdom as we celebrate the birth of Christ with the Word for Word Bible quiz. Picture over 12 churches competing for the coveted Word for Word trophy. It's a battle of wits, a testament of faith, and a celebration of unity. Witness the excitement as teams go head to head, answering questions on the Bible's most challenging passages. It's a test of your faith and knowledge like never before. Word for Word Bible quiz is not just a competition, it's an experience that will strengthen your faith.
Push to the earth.
So mark your calendars for December 16th and 17th and be part of something special.
My spirit is broken, somebody come take me to church.
Join us on air and live on Facebook, Orange 107.9 for the Word for Word Bible quiz.
You anywhere you go, the power will follow you.
Let's come together in faith and knowledge and let the best church win. Word for Word, rightly dividing the word of truth.
Let your angels cover me every day, cover me every night. No.
And it's 8 after 9 here on Orange 107.9, and my guest is seated. I would quickly go to them. Joining me in studio today is Derek Cosby Owusu, a member of the NDC Regional Communications team, and I have Dr. Keskin Owusu Poku also here. He is a member of the MPP Regional Communications team. Gentlemen, good morning and welcome to the Orange Sunrise.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
I hope everything is fine.
So far, so good. Everything is okay. And how are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. We are bracing up for the festive occasion. Yeah. So I'll start with Derek. Derek, you are from the NDC. I want to take your quick comment on the fall in inflation. It's falling from 35 to 26. Does that not inspire hope that we are indeed turning the corner?
Okay, my brother, thank you for having me. To be honest with you, first of all, I would like to say that Ghanaians will really feel the impact of inflation in their pockets, or they will feel the impact of inflation when they go out to buy goods and services. Whatever the price is, that's where Ghanaians will feel the actual inflation. So in inflation, first of all, I would like to say in inflation, we have something we call disinflation, and we have something we call deflation. Disinflation is the rate at which price increases. So when it goes down, is the rate at which price increases. So this average inflation that the MPP has been saying that they've achieved about 26.4% is a disinflation, because it is actually saying that the rate at which price goes up has slowed down. This is not what something we call deflation. Deflation means that what has really reflected in the price of goods and services, the decreasing the price of goods and services, that's deflation. So what they are touting themselves as about 26.4%, even it's not even monumental achievement, because when the NDC left the office, it was 15.1%. And then they took it about 56.7%, and then now it's around 26.4%. So Ghanaians out there who go out each and every day to buy goods and also enjoy services will know that they are feeling the heat in their pocket, and they are feeling the reckless mismanagement of the economy by Alhaji Bawumia and his boss, President Akufo-Addo. They have mismanaged the economy to an extent that even the price of goods that Ghanaians used to enjoy at some point at a minimal rate now has increased to a level that we cannot even enjoy what we know the ordinary festive season as Christmas that we all know. So inflation, as you speak now, is 26.4%. But Ghanaians are not feeling it because this is a disinflation. It is not deflation. A disinflation means that when you have a stable rate where the the rate at which the price would have increased now becomes stable. But a deflation is where it reflects on the actual price itself.
And
the
the prices go down.
That is deflation.
But can disinflation lead to deflation? Can disinflation over a period lead to deflation?
Very good. You know, with this question, then it leads us to the reason why we are having this disinflation, where it is 26.4%.
Okay.
Now, the government has been moved to a strict economic policy by the IMF.
The IMF.
So then they cannot mismanage, they cannot overspend like they recklessly spent before the IMF program. Now, so because of that, they are enjoying a stable inflation rate because even though it's not reflecting in the pockets of the people, but it's reflecting in the books, that is 26.4%. Even with that, it can never be compared to what the NDC left them. That because when we were leaving the office, it was 15.1%.
Okay.
Yes, when John Mahama was leaving the office, 15.1%.
15.1.
Yes, and even till now that they are saying that they've achieved a lot, it's 26.4. So when it comes in terms of management of the economy, it is crystal clear that Dr. Bawumia and his boss, President Akufo-Addo, have failed the good people of Ghana when they gave them a maximum amount of votes, about 1 million votes, and they have failed us to understand that President Akufo have even said that now he's looking out for the next president, the next leader, that's John Dramani Mahama, to come and rescue us from this economic mess. So everyone can attest to the fact that the price of goods and services has ballooned.
Okay.
So this inflation that we are talking about is not something that's reflecting on the market. It's something that is just in the books because it is disinflation, as I've critically said, and it is not reflecting in the pockets of the good people of Ghana.
Okay, let me go to Doc. They left you 15. You took it to 35, and now you brought it to 26. Why do you think the 26 is worth celebrating? Because the 26 is still not even up to what they left you when the NDC was leaving office. Why should we make noise about the 26?
Thank you very much, and good morning to your cherished listeners. You know, the point about inflation, I think he defines disinflation and deflation rightly, but when you talk about inflation generally, it means that the rate at which the price of goods and services do increase.
Yes.
So if prices were increasing by 50% and now it is increasing by 29%, how can you tell me that people are not going to feel it in their pockets? I hope you get where I'm coming from. The other point that I seek to note is that before the global crisis came up, the effects of it came up, where you had, for instance, even in the US and UK and Germany, recording their worst form of inflation for the last 40 years. Ghana also recorded a similar thing, which can be compared to the times when Rawlings was in power, the rate of inflation during that time. And what MPP did say was that what was happening was as a result of the effects of COVID and also the Russia-Ukraine war, which the NDC tried to dispute. But unfortunately for them, when Mr. Mahama went to, I think, Harvard to have a program, over there he admitted that Ghana was having economic consequences as a result of COVID yes. and the Russia-Ukraine war.
That is true.
You know, now let me deal with some figures. The point about NDC leaving it at 16%, when I check right now on the inflation rate of Ghana on Statista, it gives 17.5 in 2016, and now at the rate of reduction that we are seeing, it is predicted that by 2028 we should be having like 8% inflation rate. Before 2022, when we had this, upward increase in inflation, in 2021 it was roughly around 9.98. That is, if I'm referring from Statista. What is interesting is that all through this period, when price of goods and services ballooned, I have a chart here if you would permit me to read. In January 2023, it was 53.6. In February 2023, it came to 52.8. Somewhere in the middle, talking about August, it came to 40.1. And from August to November, we are looking at 26.4. That is not an intervention of the gods. It is a mark of carefully calculated economic measures to reduce inflation. What I'm going to say as a Ghanaian is that this is good,
But we hope to see more of it in the coming days. Now that the finance minister has said that the economy is getting onto a turning point, we hope to see that most of these indicators would reflect in the daily activities that traders and people do in the markets. And that is when the macro figures like this would make sense in terms of micro understandings. So I think this is good. These are the indicators that we use to assess every country to see that the country is making progress or the country is retrogressing. So when it was higher, we knew that we had problems. So it cannot be true that when it is reducing, which should also be reflected, which is also symptomatic of the fact that things are getting better, we can still say that it is not getting better. And if you've been to the markets, when the inflation rate was around 50%, we all knew the whole talk around oil, for instance. A gallon of oil was selling around 1,000 and something Ghana cedis. Now, what is the price? It's around, the last time I checked, I saw some posters of it, like 3 something, if I'm right. It means prices are stabilizing. I know there is more room for improvement. I wouldn't say we've gotten there, but the point is that we cannot say that where we've gotten to is not an improvement on what existed in January.
Okay. It's 18 after 9. Let me go for a quick commercial break. When I come back, the show will still continue. Do stay tuned.
We are all big football fans, but there are some other sports that I'm personally a fan of, like tennis and basketball. Luckily, Betway mobile and online sports betting has introduced sports, casino games, bet games, and more on their platform for us to bet on. From football to roulette to esports to horse racing. Now we can bet, win, and get paid instantly via mobile money or EFT to your bank. Visit www.betway.com.gh to play today. Remember, bet responsibly, no under 18. Betway, for the love of the game. Regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana.
Are you tired of struggling with bad financial situations? At Quick Credit, we understand the difficulties that come with transitioning to a better one. That's why we're here to simplify the process for you. With loan facilities of 1,000 cedis and upwards, all you have to do is call and we will take care of the rest. All you need is your national ID. No savings, no collateral, no susu, no deposits, and no account opening required. Quick Credit has you covered. Whether you're expanding a business, starting a new one, facing an emergency like school fees or funeral expenses, or even just in need of a salary loan. Call Quick Credit today, 0302 200 390 or 059 692 0833. We do not give loans via the internet. Quick Credit is regulated and licensed by the Bank of Ghana. Terms and conditions apply. Quick Credit. Lending made simple.
I'm still listening to Orange 107.9, and I have Dr. Keskin and Derek also here with me in studio. We're having a conversation about inflation before we went for the break. But let me go back to Derek. Something interesting from your flag bearer, John Dramani Mahama. And it connects a little bit with the whole inflation thing you mentioned. He said he feels the president has already given up on Ghana. But why would your flag bearer be saying that? Because for the president to be in office, have all his ministers at post, all the CEOs at post, MCs and DCs, everybody is at post, for you to say he has given up on Ghana. Why is the NDC saying that? Led by the NDC-led Mahama is saying that the Mahama-led NDC is saying that Akufo-Addo has given up on Ghana.
Okay, with President Akufo-Addo at the helm of affairs, Ghana is currently the most indebted country when it comes to in Africa. Like, we've not been able to pay our debt, about $32 billion.
Yes.
And even currently, as we speak, on number 7, we are the nation owing IMF number 7 on the list in the world. So everything depicts that President Akufo-Addo and his apprentice, Dr. Bawumia, his vice president, they have failed the good people of Ghana because the president, in his own statement, when he was asked categorically clear by the journalist that, President, how is the economy going? He said that he believes that the next person who will come will be the person to take us from this economic mess. And who's creating this economic mess? It's President Akufo-Addo. and Dr. Baumia. And when we were in power, the reason why we are saying this is that currently they have received almost 1 trillion Ghana cedis, their revenue, and they have nothing to show for. When we were in power, and President Mahama, even when he was in power, even our total debt was 120 billion Ghana cedis. Now our total debt has risen to about 600 billion Ghana cedis.
But have you not seen what they've used the money for?
We've not seen anything.
You've not seen the one district, one factory.
So one district, one factory, and now yes, you say one district, one factory, yes, but the industry sector is now growing at a point of negative 2.2%.
What was that?
It's in their own budget. I can quote. I can quote for you in the budget that their industry sector is growing at a rate of negative 2.2%.
Have you not seen social intervention policies?
Sorry.
Have you not, aside you are looking for it? So, yes. But talk of the amount they have borrowed. Have you not seen the free SHS? Have you not seen anything they have done in government?
We told them that this free SHS, even though it's in the constitution that people need to be given progressively free education.
Yes.
So when President Mahama was in power, he started the progressive free senior high school with their students. And he indicated that with this progressive free senior high school, we need to start building schools and start putting infrastructures in place to ensure that Ghanaians who will be able to enjoy this policy will enjoy it to the fullest. Now, what are we saying? Upon all the money that they have received, about 1 trillion Ghana cedis they have received, when you go to some of the schools, secondary schools, some students are sleeping on the floor. Now, first-year students will go to school, and the second and third-year students will come home. Before this next batch will go, and the other batch will also come. So even if you're in first year, you don't know your seniors. You don't know how to even relate with your seniors, that who is your senior and who is not your senior. So clearly, upon all the revenues that the NPP government have received, they have never, ever, in any way, made any positive impact in the lives of Ghanaians. This free SHS policy, we all said that it's a good idea because we started progressive free senior high school, that in some time to come, it will be free for all and then to an extent that everybody will enjoy it to the fullest. They said, no, they are coming to do it outright. And now what are we saying? Every single day, we will come out and talk about these free senior high schools. So clearly, if President Mahama is saying that President Kufuor himself is even tired in managing this economy, it is clear that he's tired in managing the economy because we are in all segments. We are failing in all segments. Now I wanted to bring out this information about
the growth of the industry sector.
Yes,
you said negative
2.2%.
Negative 2.2%.
And it's in their own budget. I think it's here.
Which page? Which page? I'm sure my listeners have the budget. So
it's here in page 3 of their highlight, the budget highlights. So it's in page 3 on the budget highlight, the table. And you can see clearly from the table that it's showing
the growth of the industry sector at minus
negative 2.2%. I think my brother can even attest to the fact that it's negative 2.2%. So that is it. So if you're talking about one factory, can someone even call and say, oh, this is my area, this is the factory that the government has built and then it's working and it has employed Ghanaians? Nothing. It was already an existing factory, and then they gave money to people to assist them to enhance in their production. And that is not a novelty because it has been done over and over again. Because during our time, we helped the pharmaceutical industry to grow by giving them revenue assistance or giving them some monetary assistance. So if we talk about management of the economy, every single Ghanaian in this country now know that the president has clearly failed, but his vice president failed, and then now within the NDC, President Mahama's vision for the next government in 2025 is to come with the 24-hour economy to ensure that all Ghanaians will have a job to do by embarking on a 3-shift system, morning, afternoon, and evening, and also ensure that productivity will be enhanced. So clearly, Ghanaians are waiting for His Excellency John Dramani Mahama come 2024 to come to power in 2025 and ensure that this good policy, that's the 24-hour economy, will be implemented to ensure that we move from our traditional way of managing the economy to the advanced way of managing the economy, because each and every advanced country in this world is embarking on the 24-hour economy. London, US, Australia, they're all embarking on the 24-hour economy. So with this, it will help with the production sector, it will help creating employment, and then we'll even be talking about a failed government over and again, because we told them that they know how to manage the economy. But they bragged and bragged and bragged. Now they came to power and see what's happening. So clearly they failed, and everyone knows they failed.
Keskin,
yeah,
you are in government and you've already given up on us. Is that the case?
I don't know how John Dramani Mahama, the former president, can make such a statement knowing where he's coming from as a former president. There's a person who, when the youth wanted jobs, told us that he's not a magician, and for that matter, he cannot provide jobs. This is a person who at a point told us that Ghanaians complain too much. All right? So all these things have happened under Mr. John Dramani Mahama. Was he telling us that by saying those things, he gave up on Ghanaians? Was he telling us that by saying all those things, he gave up on Ghanaians? Right? And when Nanado makes mention that looking at the economic hardships that the country was going through, though he's going to do what he's going to do, but looking at the timelines that even with the IMF program, the country has to complete it, definitely whoever succeeds him is going to inherit that same program. Isn't that true?
That is true.
Exactly. So when he says that, by the time we get to the old times from 2017 to 2019, I wouldn't be in government. Another person is going to be there. How can that be, interpreted to mean that Nanado he has already given up? Then my brother tried putting out some facts. I think the figure he's talking about has to do with, if I'm right, in September, that's the third quarter of 2023. But the average of industrial growth since MPP came to power, even with the hardships and all the things he's talking about, is 4.4%, as compared to NDC's about 2%. And that Mels Mahama in 8 years. So NDC, even in our worst moment, even at a point where, even at a point where we knew that the cost of production as a result of inflation, as we're talking about, made businesses struggle to survive, it's still better than what you recorded under your tenure. The worst hits that the industrial sector has had happened under NDC over a period of 4 years when there was doom so. Again, my brother talked about the debt situation. Anytime we go to borrow, we borrow in dollars, right?
Yeah.
Rawlings left a debt of $8.5 billion. When Kufuor was leaving power, the debt of Ghana was $10 billion. When NDC and Mels Mahama, when they left office, the debt had ballooned to $39 billion. They had added $29 billion. Now our debt stands at $50.1 billion. So invariably, the one who has still borrowed more is still NDC. But they play this politics where they try to convert everything in nominal sense into our currency. Then the point about the depreciation of the cedi then brings in the balloon figure for political reasons. But the point remains that we are going to borrow, at the time holding all other things constant. NDC borrowed $29 billion from 2009 to 2016. These are facts. Nobody can run away from them.
Ghana cedis or dollars?
Dollars. I'm talking about dollars.
In dollars.
In dollars. I'm giving you facts. Now you are shaking your head. He's talking. He tried talking about our debt. Yes, he tried talking about our debt to the Chinese. Let me read some stories for you. Do you know that? Do you know that Ghana owes China about $31 billion? Out of the $31 billion, about $19 billion of it was contracted by the NDC. Are you aware? So these are facts that you cannot run away from. Let me speak to some of those, refer you to some of those notes, so at least you know what the NDC did before they left. All right, one of these things. Ghana signs $1 billion loan with China for natural gas project. That is one. I'm going to give you more. Ghana signs $13 billion loan with China. It's also there. It is dated. Wait, I'm coming.
But
so my point remains that
I'll come to you.
My point remains that the debt portfolio of Ghana didn't start from Nanado. Okay?
Started since.
Exactly. If you make the point that due as a result of depreciation of the cedi, now in nominal terms, or you come into a currency, it has ballooned, I'll have no qualms with you. But when you create the impression that the one who borrowed more in terms of dollars is this government, then you are just being disingenuous. That's why
why are you being disingenuous?
Why? How?
Because I mean, in 2016, when Dr. Bawumia was campaigning, based on the amount in Ghana cedis per the exchange rate at that time. Mm-hmm. So why are you now conveniently wanting us to leave it and talk about the amount in dollars?
The point is, if the NDC could not have a very sound response for that, how is that my problem? Secondly, it does not also deviate from the fact that when we are going to borrow, we borrow in dollars, right?
That is true.
So he can do his conversion and do his politics. But I'm making the point that holding all other things constant, that time, between 8 years, you borrowed $29 billion. And that is a statement of fact, right? So we can talk about these things and play the politics around it. But at the end of the day, we still come back to what we've done with these projects. For instance, he said, we cannot trace what we've done with these projects. Very soon, we'll help you locate all those projects in Ashanti region. Recently, I heard the Ashanti regional minister talk about health infrastructure projects in Ashanti region.
Yes.
Under this government. There are 36 in all. Out of the 36, only 2 were initiated by the NDC.
Which ones?
The one at Fomena and the one at Kumewu. But even for that, they left the one at Fomena at 37% completion rate, and they left the one at Kumewu at 42% completion.
You left out Fari and Sewua.
Have you been there?
Yeah, I mean,
have you been there? So now I'm coming there.
What the original minister told
so I'm coming
there.
That
Sewua is completed.
I'm coming there.
Yes.
I'm coming there. NPP came into power and we inherited some projects.
Okay.
Some of these projects dated as far back as the times of a champion, right? Others dated as far back as Kufo. The Eurojet projects. You try to talk about Sewua. Those are the Eurojet projects. And when you read the Ghana Debt Management Reports, Appendix 447 and 448, it tells you when the money for the projects were secured. And the money for the projects were secured in 2008, November 20th. If that is so, NDC, after a month, MPP left office. NDC inherited the money and the process is towards building those hospitals. The question is, in 8 years, which of them did they complete? NPP came, all the monies were expended. We had to go find money and finish them up. Some of these have been finished. Some of them are in line to be finished in 2024. In addition to that, the governor started 19 new hospital projects in Ashanti region. If my brother tells me that he does not know where they are, I can give him locations, each and every one of them. So probably after the program, he can also go and verify. But in 2024, we are going to make it easy for you. We wouldn't come and just tell you that these are here. We are going to have a press conference, project it on the walls, and tell that this is the hospital. If you doubt it, go find out and come and tell us who built it. So that at least you know, we will force you to know that what we've used the money for. But my point must also emphasize that we know where the country has come to. If people try to pretend and create a false impression
in just a minute,
that the hardships that the country is facing is just a problem of governance, then they are just not being truthful. The world over, you are a good journalist. You heard what the Prime Minister of UK was talking about. Was that also caused by Dr. Bawumia? You've heard what the President of US has been saying. Was that also caused by Dr. Bawumia? It's only somebody who does not want to be truthful that pretends that COVID had no impact on our economy. Then if you give the chance, then we can also talk about their 24-hour economy and how misleading and sometimes the sort of misconceptions they threw out. But the point must be made that the world over went into an economic crisis. Ghana is not an island. But the good thing is that what you put in place to come out of it is the most important thing. Even when we had no crisis, we heard what John Mahama told us when he was the president. So when he comes back in times of opposition and now pretends to be a saint, definitely he's just trying to trick many people. But for some of us who remember his record very well, that is going to be a very Herculean task for him.
Derek.
Yeah, my brother.
So Keskin had decided to have the debt conversation in dollars.
In dollars.
Yes.
You know one thing. You know one thing. The sad aspect of the whole submission by Keskin is that he's trying as much as he can to, let me say, play on our intelligence by saying that the depreciation of the cedi and then they borrowed in dollars and all that. Now, with the depreciation of the cedi, who manages the depreciation of the cedi? It's not Dr. Bawumia. And is Dr. Bawumia not the head of economic management?
No, it's not Dr. Bawumia.
No, I'm coming.
It's not Dr. Bawumia.
I'm coming. Keskin, I was here when you were talking, so please allow me.
Okay.
Dr. Bawumia is the head of the economic management. Is that not it?
Yes, he is.
If Bawumia is not the one managing the city, why was he the one who mounted the platform and said he has arrested the city and has given the keys to the IGP? And so the kid is now in jail and the kid will never break jail.
But he was the head of the EMT.
Exactly.
So technically, he's the person to say that.
So you are the one managing the city, managing the economy, and then the city has broken jail, and then you borrowed as much as you can. In Ghana City, you borrowed about 445 billion Ghana cedis. Just in 6 years, 445 billion Ghana cedis. And it's clearly stated in their budget, their recent budget. In NDC, from the 2009-2016 budget, we bought 113 billion Ghana cedis. You want to convert it to dollars, and you are saying that because of the depreciation of the cedi, that's the reason why it has ballooned. And who manages that cedi? It's not you. So if you have failed and then you can't manage the cedi, you don't expect us to tell us that you failed, all right, but we should push the blame to somewhere else, and we shouldn't put the blame to you. You manage the city, and so if it has depreciated, you are supposed to take the blame squarely. And you also talked about COVID-19. In leadership, you assume assets and also what you assume responsibility. That is in leadership. Whatever you want to do as a leader, you ensure that when you come to power and then there's challenges, you solve that challenges, or you ensure that whatever you want to implement, you implement it and also manage those challenges. During the time of COVID-19, what did they do? That was when they were spending recklessly. COVID-19 bequeathed them enough amount of money to extend that the Auditor General report indicated that they've not even been able to account for about 10 million Ghana cedis. So to extend that, if you had enough revenue from COVID-19, you cannot push your recklessness mismanagement to COVID-19. That is far-fetched. You can never do that. Because Ghanaians are the real people on the ground and they are feeling the heat. And you cannot come and tell Ghanaians that, oh, it's because of COVID-19. Meanwhile, COVID-19 has given you enough money to extend that. You could not even account for so much of the expenses that you've done. So if you sit here and tell us that, oh, the depreciation of the city is the reason why you borrowed too much, you are the one who manages that city. So you shouldn't even go there at all. Now, talking about the management of the economy, as I initially said, everyone knows that they've mismanaged the economy. They themselves, they know it. And even Japan said it recently, that yes, you are saying you are a strategist. Strategist who can take a dollar to 16 cities, and now it's 12 cities and you are celebrating it. Meanwhile, you took it from 4 Ghana cities. Even it was 3.8 when they came to power in 2017.
3.9.
When they came to power in 2017, it went to 4.2 or 4.1. But they won't say that is the NDC. Fine, we take it. It was 4.2 Ghana cities per dollar. In your time, what is the rate? It's 12 Ghana cities. What it indicates is that when you are, let's say, a businessman or woman and you are engaging in any trade, and you have, at that time, you have 10,000 Ghana cedis. During President Mahamad's time, you have 10,000 Ghana to trade. That means that you are going to spend about, let's say, 40,000 Ghana cedis in buying goods abroad. You're supposed to exchange your money to get about 40,000 Ghana to exchange money abroad. Now, look at them. You will spend about 1.2 billion Ghana cedis, all Ghana cedis. That's 120,000 Ghana cedis. That means you've lost your capital.
Just for $10,000.
Just for $10,000. That means you've lost your capital. So if you've mismanaged the economy to this extent, you don't come and push blame to the depreciation of the city because you manage the city yourself. And who is managed by who? Alhaji Bawumia, the one who touted himself as the economic messiah. And now we know that he has no idea about the economy. He's now running to digitalization where he has no knowledge about how Ghana went into the digitalization. So clearly, the MPP as a party, they are failed Ghanaians, and Ghanaians are going to march straight to the police station in 2024 and vote against them and bring back a certain John Dramani Mahama in 2024 to come and implement the 24-hour economy. That is the game changer to reset the messed economy created by the MPP.
But to the point of debt, he had it in dollars. Well, we probably might have a problem with it because our currency is not stable. And so I'm looking at it from a different angle. That if we are to because he decided to keep all other factors constant. Because I'm not sure the dollar rate.
It's not present in the budget. Listen.
No, Derek, let me answer your question, because we don't spend in dollars. So even if it's not presented in dollars, it might be justified. But we borrow in dollars. So don't you think that when it comes to borrow, we should talk about how much we borrow in dollars?
Okay, fine.
And when we are spending, let's spend in cedis.
Okay,
does that not make sense?
It doesn't make sense. You know why?
Why?
Because now let's say you borrowed $20 billion, right? And now you borrowed the $20 billion and you're coming to invest that money into the economy in what?
In cedis.
Very good, in cedis. And you're going to pay back in what?
In dollars.
And when you're changing cedis to dollars, what will you do?
If your conversion is straight, you have to use more cedis. Rates. You have to use more cedis to get the dollars.
So you use the convention rates.
Okay.
Exactly. So you cannot say I borrowed $20 billion.
So let's talk about it in dollars, because eventually when you have to pay,
when you have to pay, you need more cedis. And that is what's affecting our economy. That's why this argument, it has never ever come across in any political platform. Because at the end of the day,
you think so?
At the end of the day, I take $10 billion from America. You take $5 billion from America. You bring it into Ghana's economy to invest in what? In cedis. Now, the cedis that you have in hand, you are going to convert that cedis to dollars to pay.
Okay, so
how many cedis would you need?
So let me use a simple example so that my listeners can understand. Assuming we borrow $1,000 from US.
Very good.
When you bring it here, that's 12,000 Ghana cedis.
Yeah.
That's 12,000 Ghana cedis.
Yes.
At the current conversion rate. If we are
when you're going to pay.
So if we are to pay that money next year, and assuming the conversion rate goes to 14 cedis to $1, we won't use the 12,000 cedis we got to pay, but we'll pay 14,000 cedis to the US. That's what you're saying.
No, listen.
I thought that was what you were saying.
Listen, that's exactly what I'm saying.
That's what you're saying.
You convert.
Exactly. So as at the time of repaying your debt, you will use the current conversion rate, so it will make your cedis more to get the dollar you borrowed. That's why
that's what affects the economy.
I understand. That's what I say. Yeah. So we need to have the argument in cedis, so that we will know how much cedis we need to pay our dollar debt. That's what you're saying. Perfectly. I get it now.
We spend dollars. We spend cedis.
Yeah, we spend. So when you borrow, you definitely convert it to spend.
Yes.
So that's at the time you are paying. If your conversion rate is bad, it means you need more cedis to pay the dollars you borrowed.
You get it.
Okay.
This is that's why I made the point that the politics of it is one thing, which he's doing, and the other thing is that holding all other things constant. We borrow in dollars, we don't borrow in cedis.
Okay, so you are having your argument holding all other things constant.
That's the point.
That's the caveat you gave.
That's the point I made. So for instance,
that's the caveat he gave.
So for instance,
holding all other things constant.
I made mention of that point.
Yes.
So for instance, if the NDC borrowed $29 billion, it is assumed that whatever the NPP has done, they should be showing 250% of it. Because if NPP has borrowed about $11 billion,
yes,
and NPP can show forth 36 projects that we are investing in, and vis-a-vis the NDC that came to meet some of the monies that President Kufuor borrowed ahead of 2008 and left all those things for them, but yet they squandered the money and left those projects undone. These are some of the issues we are talking about. Again, he said that in the budget they did not talk about our loans in
before you talk about that budgeting, so his argument with respect to the borrowing bit is that the exchange rate that we are using,
I'm coming there.
You are the people managing it.
I'm coming there. I'll deal with it.
Okay,
I'm coming there.
No problem.
So if you look at even the budget statement that they presented in 2016, I have a shot of it. You can check. The loans are captured in cedis and dollars. No, you said it is not captured in dollars. No. So get this point. So in the communication, they try in a budget to present, okay, in cedi terms this is it, but in dollars this is what you've borrowed. That's the point I'm making, because you borrowed in dollars. My point also comes in when he talks about the economy. I think he needs a better understanding of the EMT. Economic management team is a convention that Kufuor started. Mills never had an economic management team. He had an economic advisory committee. John Mahama wasn't even a member of that committee. Check it out.
The NDC disagrees. They've put out
releases. I'm saying it is a lie. I'm telling you.
Saying John Mahama was chairperson of.
I'm saying that is a lie. You have access to the internet. enter Economic Advisory Committee under Mills. The membership.
I have seen a list
exactly.
like that before.
John Mahama wasn't part.
But they are saying
no, I'm telling you that
he was there.
So it's not about what they say, it's about what the facts are. It's not about what I say. What is the fact? John Mahama wasn't even a member of the Economic Advisory Committee of Professor Mills. When we talk about the Economic Advisory Committee, like what Mr. Alan Chamatin said recently on UTV, he said, oh, they only provide advice.
Yes.
The decisions and implementation are done by the Ministry of Finance or the Minister of Finance and the Bank of Ghana. But for whatever political expediency, they try to blame everything on Dr. Bawumia. I don't have a problem. In Bawumia talking about we've arrested the economy.
They arrested the dollar and giving the key to the IGP.
He never said that, he said that we. Read the story.
And he said that at a town hall meeting of the EMT,
but he said,
which he was chair.
He said, we have.
Yes.
As a government, we had then.
Okay.
He never said, I have. So why do we disingenuously pretend that he said, I have? Why? Just to make a point? But the point is that the economy under John Mahama, if you put it in perspective, this was an economy that he was struggling to even supply chocks. This was an economy that put us in doomsday for 4 straight years. What was the impact of even the doomsday on companies and industries and their operations? This was an economy that could only afford to pay teachers 3 months of having worked for 3 years. This was an economy that left Tier 2 pension allowance in arrears of 80 months. So if you are looking for a savior, you don't look for John Mahama.
Who do we look for?
John Mahama is a known element.
Okay.
What Bawumia has been preaching all this time, and I think that if NDC is minded about even their discussion of the 24-hour economy, they would have read beyond their rhetorics and then try to understand what other countries are doing. He made mention that US and UK are doing 24-hour economy, which is true, but not every sector has a 24-hour economy. Any sector that has a 24-hour economy is a sector with an extended demand. When we say an extended demand, what it means is that within the first window of operations, they still have a huge number of demand as backlog. That requires that the forces of operations or production are brought together to make sure they meet that need.
Okay.
Let me give a classic